Hi everyone, Daniel Gannon back here again, and today I'm going to do another custom showcase video, and today it's on Rex, the Arsdale engine. So, as you can see, I have Mike, Frank and Bert in the sheds, you know, the other Arsdale engines in my collection. Unfortunately, I don't have Jock yet, but I will make him soon, as soon as I get the parts. But for now, let's talk about Rex. So, we'll start off with the main part right here. So, here's Rex. And for those who don't know who Rex is, he is one of the original 3 Arsdale engines to be introduced into the franchise. The other 2 being Mike and Bert here. Frank was introduced a little bit later on with Jock. But yeah, his face right here is from a Take and Play Rex, because even though Rex wasn't released in Wooden Railway, he was released in Take and Play, so that's where I got the face from. So this was made from a Mike model, because between Mike and Bert, Mike's the most common of the 2, so I made him out of a Mike, and I basically just painted him green right here. His nameplates are pieces of paper I cut out and printed out and stuck them on with sellotape. And yeah, the black part right here is actually meant a black Sharpie. All the rest is paint. His name, Rex, is painted on the bottom. And yeah. Okay, and then let's move on to his tender. Again, made from a Mike tender. It doesn't say anything on the bottom. It did say Mike's tender originally, but I painted it out. I would have written Rex's tender underneath, but you know, I just didn't have space, because when I write with a paintbrush, it's a bit too big. But don't matter, I know it's Rex's tender anyway. So it says Arsdale right here. Again, printed out, stuck on with tape. Same here on the other side. And yeah, that's all I can really say about Rex. Yep, it is nice to have Rex in my collection. So, one thing I will point out though is that why wasn't Rex released in the Wooden Railway line? I just don't get that. I mean, if they could release Mike and Bert, why not Rex too? It wouldn't have been hard. They could have just reused the same mould. But for some reason they didn't. And so I made my own custom Rex. And yeah, I was inspired to make this of Domeless Engines custom Rex that he made for Kikre 24 or Thomas Wooden Railway, and I thought it looked really good, so it inspired me to make my own custom Rex. I admit the lining's probably not that good, but it's the best I could do, really. But yeah, I definitely wanted to give him his own unique face, because I felt as though that most people would have just left the face alone, and I wouldn't have wanted to do that, because if he had the same face as Mike, he wouldn't really look like Rex. It would look more like Mike if he was painted green. So yeah, I wanted to make sure it definitely looks like Rex. So yeah, that's all I can really say about Rex. And before I end this video, I just want to quickly show something off with Mike and Bert. So let me just get Bert out first. As you can see, if you look at his tender, I've painted the wheels on his tender. They were originally black, but then I painted them blue, because I always thought it was weird that he had blue wheels but his tender wheels were black. It just didn't look right at all. So I painted them blue to match his colour, and honestly I do think it looks much better. Yeah, Kikray did the same with his Mike and Bert, and so I decided to do the exact same thing. And same here for Mike as well, if I could just get him out. Yeah, again, if you look at his tender, yep, he's got red wheels. They were originally black, but now they're red. And so, yeah, I now have 4 Arsedale engines in my collection. If you were to see my first collection video that I uploaded around a month ago, I only had 2 Arsedale engines. I only had Mike and Frank. But now I've got Rex and Bert in my collection. So yes, I went from 2 engines to 4. Now I just need to make Jock, and I will soon. And I'm not going to stop there. I'm also going to make customs of the Sigrid of Arsedale and the Blister Twins, and have the complete Arsedale set. But for now, I have 4 out of 8 engines. So I'm halfway there. So yeah, that's all I can really say about my custom Rex, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.